Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Thank you so much for all of you out there choosing to be with us today. You can find us here each and every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Join us each and every day to talk about the latest in Auburn athletics. We are moving closer and closer toward the beginning of fall practice. That will begin tomorrow. Everybody kind of reporting today, getting back to the plains. Certainly looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of questions to be answered as Auburn begins practice. And then we are less than a month away from the beginning of the college football season for the Auburn Tigers on September 3rd as they will face Mercer. So a lot to look forward to there. Auburn gets another commitment yesterday, Ashley Williams. We talked about that a little bit. Obviously, a guy that was committed to Nebraska, defensive end. This is a really, really good looking prospect. Okay, a kid from down there in Louisiana, Zachary, Louisiana. Big kid, is going to play defensive end, edge rusher possibly, moving to a defensive end position, depending on what kind of weight he puts on between now and the time that he gets to Auburn, depending on what his workout regimen is when he gets to Auburn. But nonetheless, he was committed to Nebraska. He decommits during Big Cat weekend, and I think that was everybody felt like that was inevitable, that he was going to end up at Auburn. He does. So that just continues to bolster the class. Now, again, it's now 6 commits. And we it's a slow drip. And we're creeping along. Again, not where we want to be. To be perfectly honest with you, I'd like to have at least 12 commits by the time the season starts. Now, I don't know if we're going to get there, but there's some talk, and depending on who you talk to about it, Connor Liu, a guy that, some Auburn people just a week ago kind of put crystal ball in for him to go to Auburn. It was like Georgia, Miami, and Auburn. As of even just yesterday, I think there was some more movement about that. I think some other people now feel like maybe Miami is a destination for him. So I believe he's supposed to announce tomorrow. Not sure anybody truly knows what's going to happen with him, but yet another offensive lineman, yet another position of need. Defensive back, J.C. Hart, the kid from Lochapoka. He's not really highly rated, but I think he's one of those kids, if you're going to point to one of these diamonds in the rough, he would be one of those. He is a lengthy guy, 6'2", 172, but he blazing speed as well, and just kind of unknown. And I think as his senior year unfolds, he'll be one of those guys that kind of blows up. But nonetheless, that could be yet another piece to the puzzle as well. But numbers do matter. Auburn's got a lot of quality. They don't have a lot of quantity right now, but hopefully that will change over the next month or so. But recruiting is always going to be a big topic of conversation, David.
Andy, can I shock you?
Please.
I'm way more concerned today than I was a week ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. David's being negative. Hold the phone. I looked at the 24/7 recruiting rankings. We're 62nd. We're behind Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, they've got double digits. They've got, 12 or 13?
Yeah. Now, 2024, this is kind of funny. It's too early to talk about it. But 2024, we're ranked 10th in the country in recruiting, but only because we have 2 4-stars, and that's it. You know, Texas A&M is sitting there with 9 right now for 23. We're
Okay.
dragging the bottom of the barrel at 6. We absolutely have to get more names on the dotted line. There's no question. But Andy, when's the last
And
time?
there is no dotted line until December,
Well,
by the way.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's what I've been telling people when people slam Harsin for recruiting. I say, just hold the phone. But the problem is, the longer we're out there, Brett made this point last night on our text. The longer we're out there, the more guys are committed other places. Mm-hmm. But
you better be a flipping machine.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, Andy, Dari Noka said this last night on SEC Network. We're going to have to be a portal machine also. But when's the last time you looked at a recruiting class for Auburn? You know, and you know how I am about the stars. I'm not, you know, I know everybody wants 4 and 5 stars. I'm good with a 3-star that'll come in there and outwork a 4 and a 5-star. But when's the last time you ever saw Auburn's recruiting class and you go 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4? Been a while. You know, we've always had some 3s.
Well, every class they have has a block of this, but it's usually surrounded by 15 other guys,
right?
And a lot of those are 3-star guys.
Well, yeah.
This is a small portion.
Yeah.
When you know, I'd be fine, like you said. I'd be fine right now with some 3-star guys, but you know, surrounding these.
Yeah, this is a small sample size. And Andy, that's what you're getting with some of the other. I started to bring this on my phone, but I didn't want to take up an entire segment. But some of the other big name teams, they don't have too many more 4-stars than we have. I'm talking about some of you big guns, but they've got 10 3-stars sitting next to them. So
when you already feel good about 18 guys, you know, in your class.
Yeah.
But again, I'm
one
of those,
concerned.
Well, we've been concerned for a while, but I'm like, I will echo what you said, or what I've said for a while. Look, I'm the kind of guy that I'm not going to make a huge judgment. I'm not going to get caught up in, fretting about this and that or whatever until December. Now, I mean, I'll get increasingly concerned.
Yeah.
But look, I don't care how you do it. You can go to the transfer portal, and as long as they're good players.
Right.
You can flip guys.
Yeah.
Guys that are committed elsewhere right now, commitment means nothing.
We've been flipped on a million
less
times.
than nothing.
Right.
You better, but it's not an ideal place to be where you have to where you have to rely on flipping guys from other places.
That can't be true.
You want guys to choose you and say, okay, because playing time, because of they think that they're going to be developed and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
That's all wonderful and good, but so again, 6 recruits right now, 6 commitments, possibly a couple of more on the way. And August is starting a whole lot better than June did, and in July was good to Auburn, and we got a couple more recruits. But pace needs to pick up.
It's too
4.5 months, though.
Yeah,
4.5 months until December.
Yeah, but
you better be a good flipper.
Like I said, that's what I'm saying. The longer this goes, and these numbers are this low, other guys are committing.
Yeah.
But let me say this. I hate to open this can of worms, but I'm going to open it anyway. Concerning Coach Harsin, the people out there that almost wish ill will that Harsin fails are crazy. You better hope he succeeds in a huge way, because if he does not, we're going to be so far behind the 8 ball, we may never crawl out. Another buyout, another coaching search, another possible AD. Keep throwing those rocks, and you're going to wish yourself into a situation. If you're a true Auburn fan, you better be pulling for Brian Harsin that he pulls out of this thing and just kills it. Because if he doesn't, we're in for some rough times ahead, brother.
Yeah, there'll be some down years. There's no question. I'm not one of these. You know, I will disagree on one point and say all it takes is hiring the right guy one time, and it'll turn around in a hurry.
True, but who would come?
I don't. Well, who wouldn't?
We could do a whole show on
come for $9 million a year.
Well, that's right.
I mean,
but yeah.
So, but Auburn's got this reputation and the perception that, you know, it's a divided house and you're fighting boosters all the time and the fan base will turn on you in a second and all this. And there's ample evidence that that's true in a lot of different situations.
That's
now,
true.
as a grand whole, of the whole, it's overblown.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there is truth to it. So that's another thing that you have to fight. And I wish people would relax a little bit and maybe help that go away a little bit.
Yeah. Andy, did you see?
That's not going to happen, David.
It's not.
That's not going to happen.
Did you see Tank Bigsby's interview with Marty and McGee?
No.
Unbelievable. I mean, here's a guy that runs stadiums with his players. Tank Bigsby said, he's an old man and he can outwork 19, 20-year-olds. He said, he ain't going to outwork me. He said, but when you're around a guy like that 24/7 and expects that out of himself, much less you, he said, we're ready to go. I love what the guy stands for, the work ethic, the culture he's created. I just wish we could get behind him a little bit more for a little longer and see how this thing goes.
Well, you start out 5-0, you'll have people behind you. Yeah. Up against a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Columbiana Tractor presents the world's largest deer expo, August 12th through 14th, BJCC. 11 hunt giveaways, the Turtle Man, the Aspirin Buster Frank Addington, Eddie Salter, Big Buck Contest, DHA Bow Competition, Cornhole Tournament, Trout Pond, and Barney Fife. WorldDeerExpo.com, August 12th through 14th, BJCC.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. Relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks, to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours, Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
It's been 30 years. 30 years of growth. 30 years of dedication. 30 years of service and value to our great customers. 30 years of automotive technology and innovation. We are proud to celebrate our anniversary at Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika, making you smile for 30 years.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you, just getting started on today's program. We are brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Let's go to the phone line. Hey, Terry, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Guys, how y'all doing today?
Beautiful day. Good.
Good. Hey, Coach David, you were talking about Tank Bigsby's interview on the SEC Network. When I hear a player talking about a coach running stadiums with them or doing things, you know, it reminds me of Mike Dubose and how that turned out. I remember I was working for a company in Birmingham, and I worked with all the Alabama fans. They just notoriously bragged on that. He failed as being head coach. He was a lousy, rotten coach, and he was a terrible human being. So I'm going to say it like that. Now, Andy, when you were doing – when the phones were down, you guys were doing Dead or Alive. Why didn't you include Auburn as Dead or Alive as a football program? I choose Dead.
There's no proof of that, Terry. No proof of that.
No, there's no proof yet. I'm just kidding around. You know, the recruiting thing, look, it's not going to pick up guys until there's proof on the field. Let's just be honest. It's nice to have 6 commitments. I don't like being behind Vanderbilt, I can tell you that. Now, if it was a GPA race, I'd be saying, okay, we're benching the same breath as Vanderbilt. But I don't worry me. They're going to prove something on the field. That's just the way it's going to have to work.
Yeah, we were talking about that during the break, Terry. You know, that's we said that. We've been saying that all along. Brian Harsin said that at SEC Media Days. Everybody understands that, but nobody really wants to accept it and believe it. That a lot of these recruits are waiting to see what Auburn does during the season. And that's
got to develop some guys and put them in the NFL too.
Yeah, exactly. But and David and I were talking. It's kind of a catch-22 because that's the truth. But by the time you get halfway through the season, a lot of these guys are going to be committed elsewhere. So, like I said, you better be a good flipper. Auburn's going to flip a lot of guys.
Well, and as far as the what y'all said about somehow, some way, Coach Harsin was dismissed and the damage it would do to the program. Remember something. Gene Chizik was terrible. He lost the team. He lost the support, everything. Went 3-9. Gus Malzahn, all of his criticism, he turned that team around and went to the national championship game the next year. So you get a few breaks going your way, you keep guys healthy, it can work out. And I agree, and then, 20, 25, 30 years ago, it could be a lot more difficult. But now with the transfer portal and guys are more ready to play out of high school than ever, I just look, I'm not saying that can happen, but will happen, but I'm saying it's easier now. You don't see a lot of truly down years. I mean, you still go 5 and 6 and be real competitive, but I still believe, guys, that the key to the season is how they look on the field and how the losses look. They can't get beat 49-16 against Alabama or Georgia. That cannot happen. They got to be competitive, and I don't care what they did last year. That's in the history books.
I agree with a lot of what you said, Terry, but my point with Tank Bigsby and Coach, first of all, Mike Dubose couldn't run a stadium.
Yeah,
he couldn't make it up a stadium. Tank's point was that when you're around a guy like that 24/7 that expects that type of commitment out of himself, much less his players, he said, I'm going to war for that guy. So that was my point. You got a guy that looked a couple of rogue boosters in the face and said, look, it didn't work. His players love him. We better hope that he succeeds. I just think it would be a bad deal. And I know you're not crazy about him. I get that. But I hope that the man succeeds, because we can sugarcoat it all we want to. But if we go through another buyout, another coaching search, another AD search, it's going to put us behind. Unless we get lucky and hire, Nick Saban wants to retire and come to Auburn for a couple of years and win a couple before he retires to the lake. It's just going to be a difficult situation. So I'm pulling for the guy 100%.
Well, Mike DeBose couldn't run a stadium, but he sure was built like one.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I listen to those Alabama fans where I used to work just brag nauseously about him lifting weights and all that. No, I don't know if that's true. I don't know, but I heard I had to put up with it for a year and a half. I know that. And, of course, we know how it ended. And they called that offensive line the pancake posse. They should have called it the pork and beans and pimento cheese pack posse. Take care, guys.
Appreciate it, Terry. Yeah, I remember it seemed like it was one of these, news cuts, back in the day, like WSFA or something. They were talking about when they hired Mike Dubose, and, he was sitting there talking. Alabama's going to be a very disciplined program. We spend all the time talking about fitness and our workout regimen, and then it literally cut to a picture, a video of Mike Dubose watching practice, and he's out there in these shorts cut up to his these go-go shorts, and his gut just hanging over. Looks like he's carrying triplets, and you're thinking, yeah. He is a modicum of fitness. That Terry brings up, that's funny to think about.
On the flip side, I wouldn't mess with Brian Harsin.
Now, that's the other thing. Of all the SEC coaches, you put him in a ring in an ultimate fighting tournament, I'm taking Brian Harsin.
Yep, all the
that
chips.
Dude, I wouldn't cross him.
All the chips, yeah.
So anyway, our coach can beat up your coach.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
It's not a good bumper
I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of the basketball game. So when we come back, David, you got a chance to watch all of it.
I did. I watched every second.
And you gave us some updates on it. But I'd like your opinion on what just some of the individual players and what you thought of their performances.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. You will be glad that you did. Russell Do-It Center. David, Auburn 117-56. This was not really that competitive. I think they had like 60-something rebounds, 67 rebounds.
Yeah. It wasn't fair. And of course, a lot of people are making fun, you know, congratulations for going over there and beating a junior high team. Well, you know, I promise you the teams they play on Sunday and Monday, I hate that they're playing that third game the day after the second one. I wish we had a little more leg in us, because that's going to be like their Olympic team, their national team. But it's just, And they were very sound fundamentally. I mentioned that to y'all on the thread. But just our athleticism was just is off the charts. We're as athletic. Maybe I shouldn't say this. We're as athletic this year as we were last year. Now let's be honest. And it's Johnny. I did not understand. It's Johnny Broome.
Okay.
I thought it was Johnny Broome. So emphasis on the second syllable there. Johnny Broome is more athletic than Walker Kessler.
Yeah, I saw that when they went up against each other.
Yeah.
Now, is he going to be an overall better defender? No.
Shot blocker, no. Defender, I don't know. And like I said, I've told you this before, his arsenal offensively far exceeds what Walker could do. Walker's offensive arsenal was put back dunk or, catch an assist dunk, occasional three. So I was impressed with Broome. I was impressed with Traore.
Yeah, leading the team with 20 points. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and an incredible tomahawk highlight dunk there at the end. Chance Westry looked good. And the three-headed monster of Zep Jasper, Wendell Green, and Katie Johnson on the outside, just back to form. Looked just like they did last year, if not better. So I'm excited to see these next two games, especially that game Monday. We should win the game. We should, because they're ranked what? They're way on down there.
Like in the 40s
in
the world.
Yeah, of course, they're grown men. That's all they do is play basketball. They're professionals. But I'm very excited. I think Bruce is excited. And just, Cardwell.
Yeah, double-double.
Cardwell. I mean, we all love Dylan Cardwell anyway. But, man, he has improved, you can tell. And I've even heard somebody say Stretch is possibly going to give us some pretty quality minutes this year. Because Stretch didn't play that much last year.
No, he didn't.
So I'm very excited. It was unfortunate for Leor Berman. He's injured, didn't get to play. So as a team, they looked like they were having fun together. Everybody was on the string, great chemistry. Obviously, some kinks, but
defensively shut them down.
Jay Billis said that the first half defense just smothered. And they're a great three-point shooting team. They were 4 for 20-something from three, and a lot of that had to do with our defense. They're having to jack shots just to get them up so they could, So, but invaluable. People make fun all they want to of the lopsided score. I get that. But the extra practice time and the extra games we're getting to play with all the new pieces is invaluable for the season.
Reuben Peaches says it's John I. Broome.
Yeah, that's what I said.
John I.
Did I say John E?
Yeah.
John I.
John I.
Peaches, you're exactly right. I stand corrected. Senior moment. It happens to old folks.
Steven says, how concerned are you guys over the lack of experience in SEC football that Harsin and his coaching staff has? Looking at previous successful SEC coaches, the one thing that all have in common is coaching experience in SEC at some level.
Not necessarily. No, I can't think of any right offhand, but there's been.
Jimmy Brumbaugh's got coaching experience in the SEC. Does that make him a better coach than somebody else just because of that? I don't. I mean, I don't think that necessarily.
Does it make you a better coach because you've been in the league? No, but I don't know.
To be honest, of the list of things that I'm concerned about, Steve, his experience in the SEC is way down the list.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's necessary. We went out when Gus was hired. The one thing that he went out and hired like 100 years worth of experience in SEC. Ellis Johnson. How'd that work out?
Yeah.
And half the guys that were on that staff he ended up replacing couple of years on into his tenure.
Well, look at our coordinators last year, Andy.
Yeah.
Bobo and Mason.
Both had SEC experience. Both petered out.
That's the key for me this year, Andy and Steve, is Keesaw and Schmetting. Harson is very, very high, and Harson says that Schmetting's one of the smartest football guys he's ever been around, and he's been around, a ton of them.
Some good guys.
So that's going to be the key for me, is to watch how those guys adjust and adapt.
Auburn plays again in Israel on Sunday at noon on the SEC Network. So keep that in mind as you move toward the weekend. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these important messages.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Hey guys, this is Nate Pass with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City.
I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house, you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River Region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker! Brubaker!
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you for just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate for all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area, as well as down there on the coast. Give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. How about some questions, David? We've been kind of going over a few of these each and every day. These are just some of that I conjured up in my head as we head into practice.
That's dangerous.
Tomorrow. That is. It's not a place you want to get lost, David. Trust me. I got some for you. Is Tank Bigsby, in your opinion, a legitimate Heisman candidate?
Absolutely. Yes.
Because you want him to be, because you think he can. It's possible for him to run for 1,400 yards.
His body, he looks like a dang Greek god right now. His body. He has worked so hard. Barring injury, can I put some stipulations on it?
Okay.
Barring injury and assuming that our offensive line is going to be.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah. I mean, are they going to open enough holes for him?
They're all on string,
to be a legitimate.
Well, who was it made the comment, said, they know that Harsin wants to run that stretch zone play. If we can get that stretch zone play going and those guys can get out, I hate the term, in space, in the open field, and Tank Bigsby can see that hole and get those shoulder pads turned north and south. The great thing about Tank Bigsby is he can run over you, or he can run around you, or he can just flat out beat you on the edge with speed. So the answer to that question from Andy's head is yes.
Okay. Does a wide receiver rotation of Shed Jackson, Landon King, Coy Moore, and Javarius Johnson excite you or worry
you? Well, we can't go down any further, can we? So I'm going to say that it excites me. But I'm going to sound like a broken record. The wide receiver room excites me because of the Ike Hilliard hire. He's an unbelievable teacher, and he holds these guys over the fire. He holds them accountable. So I'm going to say that I'm excited about our wide receiver.
Well, that's that's one of the questions I asked JJ yesterday. How much of a difference do you think a position coach can make?
What did JJ say? I missed that.
He said enormous.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm excited.
Well, okay. I don't know. Look, Ike Hilliard spent a lot of time in the NFL.
Yes, he did.
I watched him play when he was in Florida, and he was really good.
Yeah.
Now, can he convey that?
Yeah.
Ted Williams was one of the best hitters that ever lived. He wasn't that good of a coach.
Right.
I mean, just because you can do it don't mean that you can get somebody else to do it. But Ike's been around for a long time, and he's got a lot of respect from a lot of people that are in the know. So I'm hoping that's going to make a big difference.
But Andy, I bet if we could talk to Shed Jackson or Landon King right now and say, what's the difference between what you went through last year and what you've been through with Ike Heard so far? They just gush praise and say, dude, it's night and day. So I'm excited.
How big, David, in your opinion, is the drop-off from first team to second team across the board for this Auburn team in 2022?
Big enough that that's one of my biggest concerns. Yeah.
Depth.
Yeah. Yep. And in the SEC.
You could probably break it down a little bit. I mean, I feel better about running back.
Yeah, there are certain positions, but you said across the board. That's the key word. Across the board, that's one of my biggest concerns is the depth. Because, you know, fourth quarter, you're in the SEC. You know you're going to be going up against, you know, Georgia, Alabama. You know, everybody's talking about Texas A&M's class. How many of those freshmen are going to be able to compete and get in the rotation? It's a little bigger than I wish it wasn't.
Yeah. Linebacker, very concerned. But
yeah. Quarterback. What if our starting quarterback goes down?
Who is the backup?
Who is the quarterback?
Who is the quarterback? So that lots of we've asked those. We've already talked about those quite a bit.
We can't wait till the week before the season starts so just we can find out who that is.
Exactly. I'll pick one of these. Will the same quarterback who starts against Mercer finish against Alabama?
Oh shoot! Ain't no way in the world I could answer that.
Without. Let's assume that no injury.
Well, I'm gonna certainly hope so.
It's probably probably a good sign for Auburn. I mean, it's probably a bad sign if he doesn't.
Yeah, if it's not, it's going to be the naysayers. Well, we picked the wrong guy. Look at this crap. What kind of mess are we in now? So
unless, I mean, for a lot of people out there, from what their opinions, unless it's Patrick, maybe T.J. Finley gets the start, and Zach Calzada finishes the season.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I think we may be.
You're putting a spin on it now.
I think we may be in a better. I would say if I told you T.J. Finley starts the season, Zach Calzada finishes it, or if I said Zach Calzada starts and T.J. Finley finishes the season, which of those do you think would be a higher record? Which one of those seasons ends with a better record?
Oh, the first one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably agree with you there.
Better hope.
Who leads Auburn in touchdowns?
Tank.
I mean, I think if he does,
we hadn't thrown that many in the end zone lately, Andy. You made that point some time back, right? I'm going with Tank.
That'd be nice. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. One final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
Columbiana Tractor presents the world's largest deer expo, August 12th through 14th, BJCC. 11 hunt giveaways, the Turtle Man, the Aspirin Buster Frank Addington, Eddie Salter, Big Buck Contest, DHA Bow Competition, Cornhole Tournament, Trout Pond, and Barney Fife. WorldDeerExpo.com, August 12th through 14th, BJCC.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Andy and David taking you up to 1 o'clock. The great Vin Scully passes away on Tuesday at the age of 94. Great memories of Vin Scully. I mean, this is a guy that actually literally watched history unfold in baseball. Started out with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Called Jackie Robinson. Moved to L.A., was the voice of the Dodgers. And this guy was in the booth, no color.
Yeah.
No color guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just doing a game by himself for decades.
Yeah.
And just one thing, one fact after another, just incredible.
Baseball royalty.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
And
to
his
hear his
memory.
calls on, he called Sandy Koufax's perfect game. I mean, it just.
Yeah.
Just incredible, his career. They would show Dodger games on the MLB Network over the last 10 years of his career, and I would just turn over there every so often and just listen, and they would play his broadcast and just listen to him call a Dodger game.
Yeah.
You know, and it'd be like, Dodgers down 10-1. I mean, it was just the same thing. I mean, or Dodgers up, 6-5. It didn't matter. It was the same guy, and it was the same thing. And he was just those guys like that are just not like it used to be. Really.
No.
But
Yep.
loved Vin Scully for sure. On this day, it is August the 4th, 1984. Carl Lewis wins the first gold medal of his illustrious career, running the 100-meter in 9.9 seconds. He won 9 gold medals. This was the first of 9 gold medals over the last 3 games. 1985, Hall of Famer Rod Carew gets his 3,000th base hit on this day. Same day, Hall of Famer Tom Seaver gets his 300th win. Rod Carew, 3,000th hit, Tom Seaver, 300th game, both on the same day, on this day in 1985. Good afternoon to Wes, our old pal, our resident Bulldog. I'm sorry I hadn't reached out, been busy. Everybody gets busy.
Wes has been on
an
extended vacation.
Yeah.
Or just all right.
He's still drunk off that Mississippi State National Championship.
Good to hear from you, Wes.
Happy birthday, Jake Beckley. He was a Hall of Fame first baseman. He has the known for being he's the most putouts in Major League Baseball history. 23,767 putouts at first base.
Jeez.
That's a lot. So Jake Beckley, born on this day, 1867. Ernesto Maserati, born on this day, 1898. If you're a car enthusiast, Maserati, pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool deal. Louis Armstrong, one of David's heroes.
Yeah. What a wonderful one.
Yeah. 1901, born on this day, died in 1971. Maurice the Rocket Richard, or Rashad, hockey player.
Okay.
Dallas Green, former manager of the Yankees, born on this day, 1934. Cleon Jones, I bet you know Cleon Jones. Born in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's from Alabama. Yeah.
Played for the Miracle Mets, 1969, famously. Game 5, I believe. Gets hit by a pitch in the foot. Umpire says no, it missed him. They get the ball and show it to the umpire because it's got shoe polish
on it.
Give him first base. Next guy up hits a 2-run homer. And I think that brought the Mets within a game of the Orioles, within a run of the Orioles. They end up winning that game and go on to win the World Series, the Miracle Mets, 1969.
Well, you can thank Cleon Jones for keeping clean cleats between games.
That's
for
right.
That one.
Giving those polishes on those cleats.
Yeah.
John Riggins, brute of a running back.
Yeah.
For the Washington Redskins.
Bowling ball. Yeah.
1949, Billy Bob Thornton. What am I? Sling Blade.
You do it. You do a good one.
Let's see. What is it? I like mustard and biscuit.
That's it.
1955, great movie, Sling Blade. One of my favorites of all time. Jerry Cooney, a boxer. The name used to be Clooney.
Oh, really?
Until Larry Holmes knocked the hell out of him.
Yeah, he was a punching bag, man.
Yeah,
his face took so much abuse.
He lost a lot. I think he lost like 4 or 5 heavyweight title fights.
That should have been stopped.
Probably so.
Way before they were stopped. It's unbelievable abuse he took.
He was a huge guy.
Yeah,
he was like 6'4". I mean, beyond back in the day when guys weren't that really big.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens, 1962. Probably pound for pound, maybe one of the best pitchers of all time. But career, entered in controversy and sad. That's kind of the way baseball's gone. Paul Reynolds, 1962. He was the lead singer or one of the founding members of some band that I can't recall at the moment.
It'll come to you before we sign
It
off.
will. B.J. Sarhoff, #1 pick. He had a little short stint with the Braves.
Yeah.
1964. Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch. Big NASCAR fan.
No.
I've never watched a race in my life.
Turn left.
There you go.
Paul Reynolds.
Paul Reynolds. It's not there. But I will get. It'll come to me at some point later this afternoon. He's David. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.